and the 2025-26 Premier League season will feature a special titanic clash at Old Trafford: Viktor Gyökeres versus Benjamin Šeško. To standout strikers of the new generation, one coming off a season with 54 goals for Sporting, the other possessing a top speed of 35.7 km/h and elite aerial ability in the Bundesliga. If you place Gyökeres and Šeško side by side on the comparison table, the differences are clear in every statistic. Gyökeres closed last season with 39 goals in domestic competition, far exceeding expectations, and maintained a conversion rate near 30%. He's a direct striker who thrives on penetrating the box, averaging 4.5 shots per match and over 300 touches in the danger zone. Šeško is more modest in goal tally but stands out for his speed and aerial prowess. The Bundesliga's high competitive environment gives Šeško's numbers a different weight. Experts at Pythagoras in Boots suggest Gyökeres will face more low blocks at Arsenal, forcing him to handle tight spaces better. Šeško, meanwhile, is believed by Peter Crouch to adapt instantly, though he still needs to refine his decision-making in the final moment. In the short term, Gyökeres edges out in efficiency. In the long term, Šeško has the qualities to break through if developed correctly. In the opening round of the 2025-26 Premier League season at Old Trafford, fans are eagerly anticipating a direct showdown between two of the most notable strikers of the new generation, Viktor Gyökeres and Benjamin Šeško. Gyökeres concluded the 2024-25 season at Sporting with one of Europe's most impressive outputs, 54 goals in 52 matches, including 39 in the domestic league, surpassing expected goals by 8 units. His chance conversion rate hovered between 28 to 30%, with an average of 4.5 shots per 90 minutes and 327 touches in the penalty area. He's a tireless, direct striker who knows how to maintain pressure on opposing defenses. Meanwhile, Šeško scored 21 goals for RB Leipzig across all competitions, with 13 in the Bundesliga. His conversion rate stood at 19.1%, with 68 shots and roughly 35 minutes needed per attempt. The Slovenian striker's standout difference lies in his maximum speed of 35.7 km/h and aerial duel win rate of 57.4%. When comparing these datasets, it's worth noting that the Bundesliga is among the top 5 leagues, while the Primeira Liga is less competitive, significantly impacting the numbers. Experts offer notable insights. According to Pythagoras and Boots, Gyökeres excels in penalty area presence and finishing accuracy. Arsenal's environment may force him to face more low blocks, limiting transition opportunities compared to Sporting. Šeško, however, creates jaw-dropping moments and has high potential but needs to hone his final moment decision-making to turn potential into consistent output. Peter Crouch expressed confidence in Šeško's ability to adapt immediately in his debut season, a view contrasting common concerns that young newcomers need time to settle. In transfer philosophy, Arsenal opted for a striker at the peak of his performance cycle, aiming for immediate impact. Manchester United invested in a talent on the cusp of breaking out, betting more on the future than the present. The match's outcome could validate each choice. If Gyökeres makes an early impact, Arsenal will have grounds to believe in their strategy of signing players ready to shine. If Šeško explodes, United will have proof their long-term investment pays dividends even in a results-driven environment. Currently, the short-term balance tilts toward Gyökeres due to his instinct for dominating penalty area spaces and efficiency in decisive shots. However, long-term, Šeško possesses the attributes to reach new heights: speed, physique, aerial ability, and technical growth potential. A striker's output also depends on the surrounding system Arsenal's attacking play revolves around. Mobile cogs, Saka delivers pinpoint early crosses, Martinelli cuts in at the far post, Dedegaard feeds into high spaces, Rice recovers and sparks second waves of pressure, and defenders like Ben White ensure smooth build-up, delivering the ball to advantageous positions. In this setup, Gyökeres can stretch wide to open corridors for Saka, cut centrally for through balls or crosses, and press to force opponents wide. But the Premier League, unlike the Primeira Liga, offers less open space, requiring Gyökeres to improve handling in tight areas. At Manchester United, Bruno Fernandes triggers early balls through channels or splits, Mbeumo whips and crosses before being closed down, and Cunha holds up play and lays back for runners. Šeško acts as an aerial anchor for long balls, walls, off for the second line, and cuts across Mbeumo's gaps to stretch defenses. His physique and spring make him a lethal set-piece weapon for both teams. Stats like touches in the 14 to 20 meters zone and accurate cross completion rates will reveal more than raw goal tallies. Both strikers' success hinges on system compatibility. At Arsenal, the attack is built around calculated, mobile pieces, bukayo. Soccer creates one-on-one situations down the right, delivering early crosses with precise placement. On the opposite side, Gabriel Martinelli frequently cuts to the far post, exploiting spaces behind defenders during wing switches. Martin Dedegaard orchestrates ball movement into half spaces, while Declan Rice anchors, regaining possession and launching secondary pressure waves. The build-up, led by Ben White and the backline, ensures balls reach attacking zones smoothly, setting up the striker for more penalty area touches. In this structure, Gyökeres is tasked with stretching wide to open channels for Saka, cutting between center-back and full-back for through balls or crosses, and supporting second ball recoveries inside the box while pressing to force play wide, aiding Arsenal's high recoveries. The challenge is that the Premier League offers fewer transition spaces than Sporting, forcing Gyökeres to refine tight space handling and one-touch interplay against dense defenses. At Manchester United, the supply network has a different flavor. Bruno Fernandes delivers early balls through gaps or channels, Bryan Mbeumo favors early crosses before defenders close, and Matheus Cunha holds play, pivots, and lays back for runners. Wingers like Diallo and Dorgu, full of energy, supply constant crosses and cut inside when needed. In this scene, Šeško is tasked with anchoring aerial duels for long balls to switch play, controlling it with his chest and setting the tempo for trailing teammates. He also cuts across center-backs into spaces. Mbeumo creates by stretching defenses. His physique and lead make him a constant set-piece threat. From corners to hanging free kicks, a potential key goal source. If Ruben Amorim's United maximizes its match stats like striker touches in the 14 to 20 meter zone, accurate cross completion, or recoveries in the final third will reflect system quality more than pure goals. Key to watch is their ability to sustain attacking rhythm against deep defenses, a direct challenge for Gyökeres against Arsenal's low-block opponents and a test for Šeško. United need more possession. Pre-match, Amorim confirmed Šeško is ready to battle, while Mikel Arteta warned Arsenal must beware of very different United. This underscores the opener's magnitude. Crouch believes Šeško will adapt quickly, contrasting stats favoring Gyökeres' sharpness. After 90 minutes, the result will shape each signing's symbolic value. If Gyökeres scores, Arsenal gain evidence for their model of recruiting players at their peak, boosting dressing room ambition. If Šeško shines, United find a mental anchor post a faltering season, freeing Fernandes, Mbeumo, and Cunha with a striker who links and creates space. If both go quiet, the narrative shifts to adaptation and chance quality over immediate goals. History shows varied adaptation from Portugal to the Premier League. Darwin Núñez needed time, while Bruno Fernandes integrated instantly. Gyökeres' championship experience is a vital buffer for adaptation speed. Šeško, accustomed to high-intensity Bundesliga center-backs known for physicality and reading, won't be overwhelmed by English pressure. For the season, short-term prospects favor Gyökeres if Arsenal maintain early ball delivery to the 14 to 20 meters danger zone. Long-term, if Šeško improves final ball decisions and sustains steady scoring, he could outshine with total contributions in his prime. Ultimately, this isn't about declaring one superior outright. It's two different paths seeking answers to the same question: how to build an attack to compete for titles. One aims for immediate output, the other baits on peak potential. The Old Trafford clash is just the opening chapter in a long race where both projects have ample chances to prove their choices right.